hand over to Jonathan right now. He's going to take us on word automation. And Jonathan, please, can you take it off from here?
Thank you so much. So hi everyone, good evening from Nairobi, depending on where you are. Good morning, good afternoon. I trust all of you are well. So today we'll be jumping into word automation. So this is a build-up of what happened yesterday. So if you have not had a chance to review or replay that particular video, you can just, is now available. You can be able to, I do know that Emmanuel will be sharing that link so that if you have not had a chance, you can be able to just jump into it also and just review it so that you can be able to understand where we're coming from. So today, like he has mentioned, I'll be taking you through word automation. So this is a tool that we normally use on a day-to-day basis. So the end goal is just to understand how can we be able to automate those mundane and repetitive tasks that we normally carry out on the when we are performing activities using the word. So if you have any question, remember to feel free, leave it on chat. I do know that we have a very supportive team here. We'll be able to answer as we proceed. And if there is no other question, I'll also probably jump in at the tail end to just respond to those particular questions. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen, Jonathan.
Okay, so the first thing first is to just a brief recap, because this will be the foundation for this training and for the upcoming trainings, so that you can be able now to understand. So yesterday we were taken through on how we can create an account on UiPath, that is cloud.uipath.com, download, login and download UiPath Studio. Then once you have downloaded the studio, you are taken through to select the profile. So in this case, our profile is StudioX profile, which is for the citizen developer. So once that was done, the next bit was to connect your UiPath Studio as well as your orchestrator. So this is to log in. So what we are taken through is how we can be able to do all that login. And I believe we were able to complete end-to-end up to here. So if you have not had that opportunity, so there's that video link which is now available. And also there's a quick training on how you can build your first automation, similar to what you are taken through. So I'll ask Emmanuel, remember to share that particular link with the team so that they can be able to understand. So like I mentioned, the prerequisite for today's training is just to have the UiPath Studio installed. So today will be more of a interactive session whereby I'll be taking you guys through. You'll be able to see the screen. We do together, you do it independently so that you can also be able to learn. And also the second bit is the working templates. So I've created a list pack. So Emmanuel, also please share with them this list.
I'm sharing it on the group chat now.
Okay, so I've shared a list of all the things that you'll be using today. So we'll be creating a resume, we'll be creating a contract sales of goods using Excel. So we'll be pulling information from the Excel, then we will create a Word document from it, as well as some few pictures, logging into the website, trying to pull some additional information. Okay, so I hope you are excited as I am to jump into it. So like I mentioned, Word templates is one of the most common used on a daily basis. If probably where you sit, probably already have it open. One of them across the business, and primarily for each and every person, this is something that you normally interact with today. So the basic aim of today's session, like I mentioned, is just to help you automate those particular tasks so that you don't have to be repetitively performing those tedious and repetitive work as you proceed. So what are we going to do today? So some of the things that we are going to try and automate is, for example, how can we add a picture? How can we append text? How can we insert a data table? How can we replace a picture if a picture is in existence in that particular document? How can we replace a text? How can we set bookmarks? How can we save a Word document as a PDF using a bot? So we'll try and be able to do all that as we particularly progress. So the first demo, and before I even start on this one, I'll just probably pause there. So the first demo will be how can we update our resume template using the bot. So the first thing, probably, if I can just get a quick response that you have been able to have access to that particular template and you've been able to download, because this will be a guiding tool for the day. So just say download is successful or something so that we can proceed. This is the template he has shared.
Yeah,
So
I've shared the template.
Yeah, so if you have been able just chatting that you have been able to successfully download it and you're ready to go.
Please, can we confirm we can access these templates?
So once you open, you can download those particular items. We will be referencing to those ones on your template. So for example, in my Word document, so I have all of them open. So when we will be working on Studio, we'll be calling, so we'll be pulling something probably from the Excel or from the Word document. So what we require is just that you download so that you can be able to do it also as you proceed. Thank you, Lamide. I've seen you have downloaded. John from England. What next after opening? Downloaded. Downloaded. Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so probably I'll proceed then as you download. So the first thing also is open your UiPath StudioX. So we are told on how you can download and install. So I'm assuming you have this already installed in your machine. So when you open, just click blank. We're going to start a new project. Just click blank task. Then you give your process a name. So in this one, I'll just mention it as session 2. Session 2. Word automation. You can give it a brief description if you need to, so that for quick reference, you can be able to quickly understand. So once that's ready, you just click create. Then it will take some few minutes just to be able to organize and create. As it does, you can see people opening Google Sheets. I prefer you open with Excel so that, sorry, I can see someone is lost. So I prefer you open with Excel so that we can be able to make quick reference. We'll try and probably create a later session on around how we can integrate Studio with the G Suite. So let me just repeat. So I've shared a link which contains these particular templates that you're going to use. So the first thing I've requested is that you download to your local PC so that you can be able to, as you proceed, you can be able to make quick reference. So that was the first thing. The second bit, what I've just done is that I've opened my UiPath StudioX. So this is as per the lessons that you're taught on how to download and install. And I've just clicked blank process. So when I clicked, it asked for a name. I just gave it a name, give it a description if you have to, then click open. So what's going to happen is that it's going to take a few minutes to add the dependencies, then it will start. Hope I've answered you. Okay. So this is the welcome page, the landing page that you will have to. So the first thing to check is that on the left ribbon side, just confirm that you have the Word package, activity package installed. Just confirm, because you will be majorly focusing on the Word package. Alternatively, if you are unable to see the Word package, just go to the top ribbon and click Manage Packages. So the Manage Packages contain a bundle. It's more like a bundle of activities. So if you go to All Packages, assuming you don't have, just search for Word, UiPath Word Activities. If you are not able to see it here, then you can install it, then click Save. So in my case, or probably once you're able to view it here, you don't need to proceed this way. It's already installed. For anyone who is not able to see it here, just follow manage package at the top ribbon, go to Word package, install and save. Okay, so that's it. So once you have been able to install, if not there, or once you have visibility and you have your task ready, so I believe we are ready to automate, ready to go. So we'll be covering most of these particular activities and actions as we proceed. So the first thing you need to notice that when you're using Word application, for in this case, you'll have to open the actual Word document. So to open that Word document, you need to use this feature, use Word file, this feature. So you can either pull it and drop it. That's the first option. Pull and drop, or alternatively, you can click on the add sign here. Then you can type in Word, use Word file. So you can, and if you click it, it will automatically appear. Or alternatively, if you are not able to see it here or you have minimized your tab, you can just type also here Word. Use Word file, same case, drag and drop. Okay. So once that's done, the next bit is to connect to the file that you are going to interact with. So remember, what you are going to do is that we are creating a CV template, a resume template based on this. So this is something that I've attached on the templates. So what I'm going to do next is to be able to show, to connect where is those templates. So these are my templates. So this is the template that I'm pulling, the resume template. Then you click open, where you have downloaded it. So that's, you notice that once you do that, the previously here there was an error. It was a red ribbon with an error. But once you do that, the red ribbon will disappear, meaning that you have cleared the error and everything is good to go. So what are we doing? So what's happening is that we want to update. Let me just open that resume template that we're going to update. So we want to update this template based on this data that we have for this particular candidate in Excel. So we want to update based on this information that we have for this particular candidate. We want to update it on a Word resume template. So to do that, also remembering that the first thing we started with is going back to my studio. The first thing we started is to open the Word file. So we need to also open the Excel file. So same case, remember, just drag and drop, or alternatively click on the add sign, then type use Excel file. Then if you click the add sign, it will automatically populate here. So you'll notice that what I've done is that I've added the use Excel file inside the use Word file. So what I've done, or alternatively, you can just drag and drop inside. Okay. So the next bit is to connect which Excel am I referencing. So same case, click on that, go to your template folder. So in this case, I'm using the resume data, then click open. Same case, the error tab, the error ribbon here will disappear to confirm everything is correct. So recap, the first thing I just referenced my Word document, which is this one. The second bit I referenced my resume data, which is this one. Okay. So once that's done, now we'll start with the basics. So the first one, what I need to update, I want to replace the name with this name. Okay. So to do that, you go to your studio, go to Word. So is one of the beauty about UiPath is how the naming convention is pretty easy to know. So in this case is to replace. So I need to say replace text in document, drag it and drop it inside. Remember, you're dropping it inside the use Excel file. So you search for, so in this case, going back to my resume template, just copy the name, go back to UiPath Studio, then text. I prefer using test as opposed to space from clipboard. So just click test, text, then paste. So it should be exactly as what is indicated here. So the name is the same. Then what am I replacing it with? It's the same as using the control find function to quickly replace, but this one now we are trying to replace directly from the Excel. So I'll just click on the add sign, then it will show me the Excel. It will show me to indicate on Excel. UiPath video add-on requests. So if you get that error, two things: either you don't have the add-on installed, so you don't have the Excel add-on, so you can just quickly go to Excel add-in, make sure that is installed. So this will close all your workbook. So I'll just click OK. Make sure you have it installed. The first thing. So it will say repair successful. You can restart. Okay. Okay, so let me try again. Excel, indicate on Excel. So this one is okay. You can see now I have the UiPath integration Excel add-on installed. So if you don't have, remember to go back to tools and add that add-on. So what am I pulling in? I'm pulling the name. This is the name. Sorry. I'm pulling this, referring this, then I click confirm. So that's the first one. So remember to change your title so that you can quickly be able to go back, replace name if you need to. Then because of how visibility, you can minimize, you can collapse or expand. So in this case, I'll just collapse so that you can see the first one is to replace name. The second one based on
Jonathan, can you go a bit slower, please?
Sorry, okay.
Go a bit slower, please, because there are people in the chat asking to take it a bit slower.
Sorry, okay. Let me take you back. So okay. So where we started, the first thing we did is to use the Word file. So that's the first thing that we added. Then the second bit, because we want to interact and also pull information from our Excel. This is our Excel data. So the next thing that I did is to add use Excel file. So I just drag and drop. Let me just actually do it. So I just drag and drop it inside your use Word file. You notice that there's this particular error ribbon, and you can clearly see where the error is. It's saying that you need to reference where are we getting this Excel file. So I go back to where I've downloaded. So these are my downloads. I want to pull in this resume data to make reference for. So just click on this one, go to where you have it. You have downloaded your templates, click on it, and that's it. The error will disappear. So the next bit, going back to our document, the fields that we want to replace is number one, the name, the phone number, the email, all these fields. So the first one, what I've done is I've copied, we copy the name. In this case, I've copied. Then you go back to your studio. Then what we need to do is we want to replace that text in that document to reference these texts in our resume data. Okay. So to do that, what I've used replace text in document. So I'll just drag and drop. And make sure you drop it inside the use Excel file so that you can be able to reference information inside from the Excel. Alternatively, you can just click on the add sign. Then you can type in replace text. Then if you just click on it, it will automatically appear there. So this is the first thing. The first thing I did, you can change the title so that you can be able to quickly reference. So this one is replace name. And it will ask me search for, which value do we want to search for and which one are we going to replace with. So this is similar as the control find or find and replace in Word. So in this case, what we want to search for is the name. So the name I had previously selected it and I had copied it. So I want to paste it in as a text. So you just click on the add sign, then click text. It will open a pop-up, then you just paste that search. Then you save. Okay, so that's the first one. Then the next bit will ask you, what are we replacing with? That name, what are we replacing it with? So same case, click on the add sign, and we want to reference our Excel. So if you click on indicate in Excel, it will open, it will bring this particular pop-up where you can confirm. In the event you are unable to see this pop-up, what I've said is that you go back to your tools, go back to tools, quickly go to tools and install this Excel add-on. Okay, so in this case it's already installed, so I'll just click indicate on screen. You'll see that the add-on is correctly installed and integrated. They'll just click, just select that particular name that you want to pull in, then confirm. So in this case, it's saying that this A2 is what you're going to select. So I'll just confirm. And that's the first one. So that one is done. So you can run it. So probably let me just run it so that you can see it. You can save and run. And you see the name will change. So that one was successful. I believe yours was also successful. If it was, let us know on the chat board. So that was the first one. So I'll minimize it. So what I've just done, I've just clicked to minimize, to collapse it, so that you can be able to see the rest of the same. So the next bit, because you have been able to successfully do this one, we want to change the phone number, the contract as you proceed. So in the same case, I'll copy the phone number, go back, pull in the replace text document. Remember to pull it inside the use Excel file. Then the same case, it will ask me what am I searching for. So I'll click, then click text, then paste the phone number, then save. Remember to paste exactly as how it appears on your Word document. Then same case, it will ask me, what do I want to replace it with? So click on the plus sign on the Excel, indicate on Excel, click on it. Same case on phone number, which is B2, click on it. You'll be able to see it on the top ribbon, then click confirm. So the second bit is ready. Remember to change the title so that you can be able to quickly, if you need to go back to it, you can be able to quickly refer to it. So in my case, the second one was replace phone number. And also remember to consistently save your project as you proceed. So that was the second bit in terms of replacing this phone number. And I'll quickly also run it so that you can see that this phone number will now appear on my Word document. So it will also run this one and this one because I've not disabled the first one, but alternatively, you can, if you don't want to run the first one, you can right click. You can right click that particular activity and disable that activity so that you don't want to repeat it. So what will happen is that that particular replace name will be ignored and it will start running from the second one. So if I just click save and run, sorry, saying use Excel failed exception. So throwing some error. Let me go back to my Excel. Make sure Excel is referencing the same. Excel appears to be busy. Let me close it back in so that it does not interfere. So it's this one. Fine. So it has successfully run. So one of the errors that I was getting is that the Excel was open, so it appeared that I was trying to edit or it was being used by another person. So I've closed it, then I've been able to indicate it on screen again, then I've run it successfully. And you can see as you proceed that our template is being updated as you proceed. So we have the name updated, now we have the phone number updated. So we'll be moving the same case, we'll be moving to the email. So I'll just copy the email. Sorry. Copy the email, go back, minimize this one, bring on board, drag and drop, give it a header. So this one replace is the email, replace email. So it will ask me what am I searching for, same sequence. I'll click on text, then I'll paste. Same as the first one, then it will ask me what am I replacing with. Click on the add sign. Same case, indicate on Excel, it will bring a pop-up. You select C2. See here, it has been selected successfully. Then confirm. So we are going to replace the email from this contact to now the email. Same case, if I don't want the bot to run this one and this one, what I can do is to right click to disable this particular activity so that it can only run from this one. So same case to the first one. So the first one you have ignored, we have disabled, it will not pick. The second one you have also ignored. So what is going to run only is this one, which is to replace the email. So you can click run. So it has completed. So you can see it has been able to update our email with what is on the sheet. If you have any question, remember to leave it on the chat. My colleagues will support me in answering the same. So we have been able to replace the email. Same case, I'll try to collapse it. Then the next bit is to the work experience. Replace the work experience. So one of the key things you notice that if I select this one and I control replace it, it will also replace even this first one. So best practice, we'll start with the experience one details in full. Just copy that one. Go back to your studio. Same case, use the replace text, pull it in, give it a title. So this one you're replacing experience one details. So which text are we replacing? Click on the add sign, click on the text, paste your search, experience one details, then click save. Similar to the first one also, click on the add sign, indicate on Excel, click on indicate on Excel, it will open your Excel backend, scroll, let me just maximize, scroll to experience one details. Remember, select experience one details, not experience one. Then select F2. Then click confirm. So that one is okay. Same case, if I want to only run experience one details, I will disable the replace email activity. So right click, click on disable activity. You can also use Control D function. So we have disabled the previous activities, they will not run as you proceed. Then you can save your file and run. So in this case, it will only replace the experience one details. Let's see. Okay. So you can see it has replaced experience one, not the experience one title. So we'll do the same for experience 2 and 3. Try and move a bit faster. Same case, drag and drop. Same case of drag and drop 2. So the same case, replace, give it a title, experience 2 details. Same case for the next one. Let me finish this one first. Experience 2 details. So going back to my Word document, I copy what I want to replace. Copy, click on the add sign, text, paste, save, replace with, click on that, indicate on Excel, experience 2 details. You will see it as confirm, then you confirm. So this one is good to go. I'll just minimize it. I'll not run it fast. I want it to run same time with this one. The next one is to replace experience 3 details. Same flow. I've not copied it. Just go to your Word, copy that particular paste it on the search for, click OK, replace with, same case, indicate on Excel. You want this one. You want experience 3 details. Same case, confirm, is okay. So we want to run experience 2 and experience 3. To save and run. So what will happen, it will update experience 2 details, that one successful, and experience 3. So I can see it has updated, but this one I have to move a bit down. Yeah, so it has updated the experience 2 and the experience 3. Now we can now proceed and update our experience 1, the title, experience 2 title, and experience 3 title. So same case also, just copy the title, go back to studio. So both of these you can still disable. Remember, right click, disable activity. You don't want to repeat it, disable activity so that you don't repeat it. So just pull in the next one. Actually, put it inside the Excel scope. Remember to put it inside the use Excel scope, all those activities. So we want to add experience 1, experience 2, and experience 3. Give it a titles for quick reference. Title. What are we searching for? Make sure you have copied that title. In the case I've copied. Search for text, paste, okay, replace with add sign, indicate on Excel, experience 1. So this is the experience 1. Make sure it's correct. Confirm. That is okay. Minimize. Second place, replace. Experience 2 title. What are we replacing? Going back to my Word document, I copy the experience title, click on text, paste, save, then same case, indicate on Excel, experience 2 title, confirm. So this one is okay, so I'll just collapse it. Then this one is experience replace, experience 3 title. Same case. Now I'm sure you understand, you've been able to get the sequence. Copy, go back to studio, click on the add sign, text, paste, save, replace with, indicate on your Excel. You're replacing it with this one, confirm. That's it. So we have 3, experience 1, experience 2, and experience 3. Remember to save which you want to run, and we want to see it update this particular experience. So let me just run it. Okay, so there we have it. So we have the experience, they have been updated. Now let's do same case now for the education details, details 1 and education details 2. Now plus also the title. So same case still, copy, then let's minimize this one. Then let me just even disable them so that they do not run again. Right click, disable activity. Right click, disable activity. Right click, disable activity. In some case, replace text, drag and drop it. Place text, drag and drop it. We have around 4, so I'll just drag all of them. Place text, drag and drop it. So all of this will now cover the remaining this education 1 details, education 2 details. So I'll start, like I mentioned, start with the education 1 details. If you use education 1, it will also replace this particular field and this particular field if you use education 2. So going back to Studio, so in this case, you are replacing education 1. Okay, click on the add sign, same case, text, paste, save, show where you're replacing from, indicate on Excel, education 1 details, so here it is, confirm, that is okay, minimize it, same case for the second one, replace with education 2 details, click on the add sign, text, sorry, then make sure you get the correct copy and paste. You're searching for education 2 and you're replacing with indicate on Excel, education 2 details, confirm. So this one is correct, then you can minimize. The other bit is we want to replace these headers, education 1 and education 2. So I'll just copy that first header, education 1, go back to my studio, give it a title. Place education 1 title, search for texts, education 1, save, replace with, same case, indicate on Excel, education 1, confirm. Minimize that one. The last one, replace education 2. Education 2 title. What are we searching for? This one. Copy. Go to text, paste. You can use, alternatively, you can use paste from clipboard, but preferably prefer text so that you can be able to see what you're pasting. So replace with, same case, indicate on screen, education 2 title, then confirm. Now I have everything updated for text, so I'll just save, then I'll run it. Okay, so it has run successfully. It has updated the title as well as the actual education experience, same case here. So the other bit to be able to complete our resume template is to update the profile details as well as the picture. So we'll start with the picture. So if you just click on the picture, then right click on it, then click on edit alt text. So to repeat, click on the picture, right click on it, go to edit alt text. Click on it, it will bring up a ribbon on the left, just copy that header of that. So in this case, it will show photo, underscore placeholder, just copy that one. We'll be making reference to it. Then you can close, go back to your studio. So we want to replace picture. Like I mentioned, the interface is very easy to navigate. So in this case, just drag and drop, replace picture. So it will ask you find pictures with alt text. Like I mentioned, on the resume, right click on that picture, go to edit alt text, click on it, then copy that text. So back to your studio. So back to your studio, plus sign, text, paste that text, then save. Then it will ask you which picture we're replacing with. Now go to browser, browse from the files. There's some pictures which on that template, there are some pictures which we had shared. So you can use either the buyer logo, seller's logo, but I'll prefer you use the flying robot so that you can be able to address what was as per task. So I'll use the flying robot, just click open, then minimize it. So this one we are going to replace the picture. So the last bit we can now just complete. We also have the profile details, which we are making reference from. Here. Yes, we have the profile description, which will be making reference also from our Excel. Same case, just complete that one. Drag and drop, replace text. What are we replacing? So if you go back to your profile, you're replacing the profile details. Going back to your studio, click on the add sign, text, paste, and save. And what are we replacing with? Indicate on Excel. So we're replacing with D2, then confirm. So I've added everything as per the template. So just quick recap. So what we did, what we have been using consistently is that the first thing, we are using the use word file. So I just remember you can add the add sign. It will be able, if you click on the add sign, you can search for use word. Then you click on it, it will be able to show, or alternatively, you can search from here, use word, or alternatively, you can open the word activity tab and you can be able to see the use word file. Then we also open the use Excel file because you want to make reference from the Excel into the word. Then from that, the first thing we replace the name. We went ahead and replaced the phone number. All of it we're using the replace text in document. Again, we replace the email, we replace the experience, education details, 1, 2, 3. And then we've added a new feature whereby you're replacing the picture. So we've added replace picture. And like I mentioned, you click, right click on the picture, go to edit alt text, copy that text, then you add it on here. Then you indicate where you're browsing that particular picture. Then once that's done, the last one, which was to replace the profile description. Okay, so since we have already ran these particular activities, I'll just in case right click, disable. You can use Control D, is a bit faster, or alternatively you right click and go to disable activity. So what I just want to run is replace picture as well as replace the profile description. Remember to save your profile and run it. So there I have it. So I have my profile updated, I have my picture, and everything is okay. Now the last bit before we exit is to save that document as a PDF. So I'll just drag in the save document as PDF for this example. Then indicate browse file where we're going to save it and also give it a name. So I'll save it on my templates. So I'll just give it a name. Let's say then click save. So what will happen is that it will save as PDF that one document that we have created. So same case, I'll disable these particular activities. D, Control D. Then I'll just run this last activity. So I'll just save and run. So to confirm, we need to go back to my templates and see. So here I have the PDF version of my resume. And that's it. So that's the first demo that we had. Let me know if you are able to complete end-to-end this particular demo using the chat. Remember, you can just type in as you proceed. If you have any questions, same case, leave it on chat. Try as much as possible to respond as you know. So what we are using mainly was the replace text and save, replace picture and save document. So that's the first example that I had to take you guys through. Let me know if you're able to complete. Okay. So I'll save that. I'll go to the next. I want to open a new one, sorry.
Please, do we have any question?
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Yeah, so I think I have a person who wants you to just do a brief recap of what you do around replacing text. So the reason why are you using a replace text activity? What's the importance of it? Why are you putting it inside the use Excel file? And why is the use Excel file activity inside the Word activity? I think that's the summary of the person's direct message to me. I felt it would be better if the person has such a concern to be in the best position to explain things you are sharing with them. So it's around replace text.
Replace text. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So let me to answer your question, because I've had two questions. So the first one is, why are we using replace text? And the next one is, why are we using use Excel file? Okay. So I'll just delete this one and I'll remain with the first one, use Word file. Okay. So from this use Word file, the only thing that we have been able to make reference from is that we have been able to show that this is where our document is. So this is the resume, but our main goal, remember, was to, hope I've not closed it. Yeah. So our main goal was to replace this particular information for this one. So alternatively, currently what normally happens, you can quickly do control find and replace, and you can be able to do that. But now we want to automate that particular task and read from an Excel. I'll show you what in the event, assuming we had not done that, and we just drag replace text inside this particular activity, replace text. So it will ask me, it will say run, it will ask me which text do I want to replace. So going to my texts, let me try and replace these texts and paste it and save. Then it will ask me, what am I replacing with? So remember, we are trying to make reference from the Excel. So if I go here, I'll not be able to see that Excel activity. I'll not be able to pull any information from the Excel. What I can only be able to do is to pull it, is to either paste. So in this case, probably I can say is to only paste directly here as opposed to pull from Excel. So the main reason why we're using the Excel file is to be able to look through your Excel document and extract and indicate those specific fields that you want to download. So I really hope that answers your question, but before that, I'll just run this one so that you can see, yes, it will be able to change, but that one is only is not dynamic, it's just static. So that one you have seen, it has been able to update, it has ended. Okay, I hope that one answers your question. Emmanuel, questions, probably can read them through.
No other, okay, wait, I think.
Okay, there's this one. So let me
If I
just
have
use
multiple.
if I have multiple entries in the Excel, how do I run this automation in a loop so that I can easily generate and save? Okay, got you. So this one is, oh, okay. So yeah, Afi has already answered. So in the next series, we will focus mainly on Excel. So the only thing I've done is just make reference to that so that you can just have a gist of what's going to happen. But ideally what's supposed to happen is that for each, if I quickly open my Excel, so assuming you have details in your Excel, different individuals you want to send automated. So we are going to learn in the next upcoming sessions is that how do we look through flying robot 1, flying robot 2, all these individuals, and based on this particular information, how do we update Word document, download in PDF, and send to individuals. So we'll try as much as possible to build on the basis. So today was just to give you a teaser on what you can expect when we're doing the Excel automation, but that's something that can be covered is when you go to Excel, there's a function activity called for each, which will be altering through the Excel file, picking the information and sending emails or updating your Word document. I hope that answers your questions. Let's go to questions and answers. So, okay. Just check on the time. This is okay. So StudioX. I'll throw it back to you. But what I've shared, last one, sorry. So what I've shared is that to help you further develop and learn, I've also shared this particular contract is just a contract of sales. So same case, we want to update this particular information based on the Excel data that you have for that specific client. Okay, so this is the Excel details. So allow me just to mention this bit. So when you are inserting table, let me try and let me just add this one so that they can also, let me just type in table. So when you're inserting table, when you go back to your studio, you can use the insert data table activity. So remember to use it under Excel. Let me just use Excel scope. So in this case, I'll reference, assuming I was doing the other activity. Sorry, I'm running through so that you can just understand that one. So in this case, I want to insert a data table. So where do I want to data table to insert? I want to indicate which data table. So this data table is on the contract, sorry. So this data table is coming from the contract. From this is an attachment that you have provided. So you can see this is a data table. Let me just click, you can be able to see. So this is the table 1. So this is the data table that you want to pull in a Word document. So I've pulled it here, table 1. So it will ask me what do I want to insert relative to. So remember what I've done on my Word document, I've put in a name called table. So I want to replace this table name with an actual table. So in this case, I'll say text, not document, I'll say text. Text to search for. I have already copied it, so I'll just paste it. So it will ask me text occurrence, all, assuming it's all data, where I've used the word data table, I want to replace all of it. I'll say all, or alternatively, you can just be able to select as per the preference. Position where to insert. So in this case, you can insert before, after it, or to replace. In my case, I want to replace, and that's it. So let me just run that one quickly. What is this? Multiple, sorry, I had not closed exhaust. Did it work? Okay, it did work. So I was able to quickly insert that one. So back to you. So it's the same exercise we have given you so that you can be able to insert the data table, add the total as you proceed. So back to you, Emmanuel.
Okay. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, great demo. It was a bit fast, but we really appreciate that you gave 2 demos. I already gave in chat the Academy link for the World Automation course, which is slow-paced with plenty of exercise-packed videos and all tutorials you need. So if you want to explore further and restart on World Automation, please check that Academy link that I gave in chat. I'm going to give it again now for you to study it. And the next session will be on Excel automation tomorrow with Akpeko, our chapter leader from Accra. Guys, do you have any questions for Jonathan? Like, should we do